Es Marseille. Bienvenue à Marseille.
Merci.
Hello again, Kevin here with yet another edition of the Travelling Welsh Group. First of all, a big thanks to that lady who sort of video bombed me because she's given me a really good introduction to the video. As you may have guessed from what she said, we are here in Marseille. I've come with my friend Roger for our annual French football trip supporting Stade Malherbe Caen. They weren't playing Marseille, those days for the time being are long gone. And we were in the nearby town of Kouider last night for the game. Really lovely time, despite the disastrous outcome of the scoreline. But nevertheless, we've got a lovely place to show you where we've stayed. It's in a fantastic location. It's what you might call rustic. Okay, it's one of those sort of lived-in type of places that you could argue is kind of what you would expect stereotypically of a place like Marseille with the kind of reputation that it's got. We've not done a lot of exploring. We arrived yesterday afternoon and we were travelling right through the night. So to be honest, we just had a bit of rest time at the apartment before going to the game. We've come down this morning to have a look at the port before going home this afternoon. Okay, but it has been a really fantastic trip. The place we're staying in is just about a 10-minute walk from the train station for the airport and all the rest of it, so that's really well located. There's lots of food outlets and things nearby, but let's just go and have a look and take you around. Okay, so before we go into the apartment itself, I want to show you this square that is across the road from it, which is a really vibrant place. There's lots of people here today, there's lots of people hanging around here last night as well. But the apartment itself, okay, is way up there. If I can just get in a bit closer for you. It's way up there, okay? Believe it or not, there's 90 steps we counted, 90 steps up to the apartment itself once you get inside. The stairs inside, they are typically what you might kind of expect from that sort of the stereotypical Marseille type of thing. But yeah, that's where it is. There is no lift. Okay, I will say also this place Hollywood. We've had a couple of coffees in there. We had dinner there last night, and it was lovely. You know, just sort of kebab sandwich and chips. You get a meal deal for less than €10 with a drink included. So not to be knocked there either. Really good stuff. But let's go and show you what's inside. Okay, so coming to the front door. It's already open. You come straight in, and we've got the main sort of kitchen living area. Okay, so you've got everything you could want here. Okay, in terms of all your usual kitchen stuff, there's things in the cupboards and all the rest of it. You do have this nice little espresso machine here as well. Okay, that works perfectly as well. 2 bedrooms. So the one I used, okay, is this one you're in. Nice space. Okay, you got your sofa and this bed here, this narrow bed, but I tell you what, so comfortable. I slept so well last night. Maybe because the night before was spent on a bus, but travelling overnight. But yeah, so you've got the view out there. I'll show you that better in a moment. But yeah, so that's the room that I occupied. Okay, we'll go into the bathroom in a moment. Oh, and then the room that Roger used. Where's the light switch? There we go. Makes it a bit better. This is set up for with a second bed because our friend Emir was due to come with us, but then he had passport issues. So that's why it's just me and Roger this time. And there's the bed there. We'll get Roger's view of that in a second. So coming back through, of course, the other thing you've got there is the bathroom. Showers in here. That worked well enough this morning. Nice shower. Took me a moment to just find the right temperature. It was one of those ones that's a little bit sensitive, but that's all okay. And everything as you might want. If you want the bidet attachment, that's there. I'm going to try and avoid myself in the mirror, and but I will show you up here. You got the cupboard with the towels, so that's where we found our towels yesterday morning. So that is kind of it. But I will show you. I've already kind of hinted at it. We're overlooking a street here. We've got a fantastic view, and as if by magic, or not so much magic, enjoying the view is our Rog. All right, Rog?
Yeah, great, wonderful.
Bed good last night?
The bed was great.
Fantastic.
Like a mug.
Yeah, we
I was
both
really
did.
tired mine after all the walking, especially those stairs.
Yes, how many of them was it?
90.
90 stairs. Yeah, but let's have a look at what Roger's looking at. I'll just show you as well. We've got this nice little seats on this balcony with nice cushions, but come on, look at that.
The city awakening.
It does indeed. What a wonderful way to sit. I sat out here this morning with my espresso. It was fantastic. So we've got a whole street view. Try and get Roger's head out of that shot. There we go. But yeah, so this has been our very well placed and quite enjoyable one night stay. Whoops, that might have shuddered a bit then as I stepped in. That has been our stay in this little place. We interrupt this video to make you aware of this lady here. This lovely lady is Soraya. She's the owner, stroke manager of the apartment that we stayed in. The reason we got this picture up is because I thought I was actually doing a video in the car, but as I have a new phone, which I'm still trying to get used to, it turns out that rather than videoing, I was actually just taking a load of pictures. So this is why we got this voiceover. Anyway, the reason for highlighting this aspect of the trip, this car ride with Soraya, is because actually she was taking us back to the airport. She actually offers a taxi service to the airport for 20 euros, which is actually just a few euros more than it would probably cost you to take the train and public transport. And of course, you got the stress taken out of the whole thing, because you don't have to worry about meeting the bus halfway and getting on the right bus and all that kind of stuff. It's just door to door. So anyway, that's what I wanted to do at this part of the proceedings. Now let's just get back to the video. That's our very, very short, very quick, very sweet trip to Marseille. It's been a fantastic time, as I always say, but it really has. The apartment certainly did the job, and you know what, if I was coming back to Marseille for any particular reason, I wouldn't rule out staying there again. Okay, Marseille is definitely worth seeing. You know, it's got that reputation. But to be honest, we've come down here this morning and even out and about last night. There was a bit of a police presence, but we didn't feel threatened at all. We felt perfectly safe. That's all I can really say about that. I am going to give a special mention to something that's really good. Okay, we went for breakfast this morning, later in the apartment. Watched one of the cafes. We came across this little lingerie just round the corner from us. You can see the name of it from the photograph I'm putting on the screen. Give it a whirl. If you're down here and you come to Marseille, what really got me with this place is they had a sign here which basically said that if you're struggling, if you're in need, okay, they would give you free bread, okay, and you know, you could have a discretionary conversation with them and they would supply you. And I got to be honest, I think in these times when all we see is bad, okay, what a refreshing little thing that is, okay, so I've got to be honest, the coffee and the breads that they had there were top notch, okay, so just want to give them a little bit of kudos for that, okay, but there we go, okay, that's Marseille done. As always, if you like this video, okay, if you enjoyed it, if you found it useful, please like, please leave a comment, please subscribe, so you'll get notifications whenever we put videos up. And until next time, safe travels,
Sweet dreams.
Alhamdulillah.
Oui.
Oui.